sank the Khan.
They came with fire, they came with steel. 1,000 ships in dark ordeal. The banners rose at decisive, but prayer was all the court could do. Storm clouds bloom in salted breath. The sky became a voice of death. No blade, no wall, no iron plan could kill what drowned the Mongol man.
The wind that sank the Khan. No hand, no sword, no clan. Just storm and wrath and sea that kept Kyūshū free. The wind that broke the tide before a name could rise.
The monks had lit 100 fires. The shore was lined with funeral pyres.
The boats went blind through rising foam, and none of them would make it home.
The sky had split, the waves had roared. The kami drew a quiet sword, and every mast and every plan was broken in the hand of man.
The wind that sank the Khan. No hand, no sword, no clan. Just storm and wrath and sea that kept Kyūshū free. The wind that broke the tide before a name could rise.
The warriors watched with salted breath. Their enemies were claimed by death.
Before a blade had struck or burned, the fleet had turned and none returned.
No need to write another law. When nature ends the Mongol war, they carved it deep on temple stone. A storm can stand alone.
The wind that sank the Khan. No hand, no sword, no clan. Just storm and wrath and sea that kept Kyūshū free. The wind that broke the tide before a name could rise.
In the year 1274, Kublai Khan launched the first Mongol invasion of Japan. A fleet of nearly 900 ships carried tens of thousands of men across the East China Sea. They landed at Hakata Bay near Fukuoka, but met fierce resistance from the samurai. Yet it was not the sword that repelled the invaders, it was the sea. A sudden typhoon struck the Mongol fleet and shattered it against the shores of Kyūshū. Many soldiers drowned, others were cut down in retreat. This storm would not yet be called kamikaze, the divine wind. That name would come years later in a second invasion. But this was the first wind that kept Japan untouched. The sky became a voice of death that saved us with its final breath.
The wind